There is one call that every single trader absolutely dreads getting. It's the margin call. So today, we're going to walk through the anatomy of a trading disaster, step by step. Think of this as a cautionary tale, but also as a masterclass in the risk management tools that can mean the difference between having a bad day and completely blowing up your account.
All right, let's dive right in. This meter you're looking at is your margin level. Honestly, the best way to think of it is like the health bar in a video game for your trading account. Green is good, red is, well, you know where this is going. We're about to watch this meter drop from that nice, safe green zone all the way down to zero. Let's see how it happens.
Every trade really does start with a sense of optimism, right? So imagine this is you. You've just funded a brand new account, you've done all your homework, and you see what looks like a perfect setup in the market. You are ready to make your move, and at this point, anything feels possible. Okay, but before we jump into this trade, we have to know the rules of the road. Your broker has two really critical safety nets in place. The first one, at a 100% margin level, is the margin call. You can think of this as the yellow warning light on your car's dashboard. The second, at 50%, is the stop out level. Now that is the emergency brake, the system literally taking control away from you. One is just a warning, the other is a forced action. And here is where our story really begins. You deposit a clean $10,000 into your account. You spot an opportunity and decide to buy one standard lot of the British pound versus the US dollar. Now, to open this trade, your broker requires a good faith deposit of $6,500. This is what we call your used margin. So this chart breaks down exactly what happened to your capital. That $6,500 is now locked up as used margin just to keep your trade open. The rest, that $3,500, is your free margin. That's money you could, in theory, use to open other trades.
At this very moment, everything is looking fantastic. Your margin level, which is just a fancy calculation of your account's real-time value versus the margin you're using, is sitting at a very healthy 154%. You are deep in the green zone. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Famous last words, right? Because the market is, well, the market. It's totally unpredictable, and it really doesn't care about your plans. The tide is about to turn, and things are going to get ugly fast. And just like that, the price of GBP/USD takes an absolute nosedive. We're not talking about a slow decline here. This is a sharp, sudden drop, and the impact on your account's health is immediate and it's severe. Now, here's where we see the chain reaction. That price drop instantly creates a floating loss of $4,000. This unrealized loss gets subtracted from your balance, which brings your equity, the actual real-time value of your account, down to just $6,000. And that's the number that matters, because it's what causes your margin level to just plummet from a comfy 154% all the way down to 95%. And there it is. Because your margin level just slipped below that 100% threshold we mentioned earlier, you have officially triggered a margin call. Your broker is now sending you a big, loud, impossible-to-ignore warning. And make no mistake, this is not just a friendly notification. This has real consequences. Your account is now flagged as at risk, and as a protective measure, you are literally blocked from opening any new positions. Your only options at this point are to deposit more money or close that losing trade yourself. But our trader, like so many of us might, decides to hold on. They're hoping, praying for a rebound, right? A reversal that'll bring the trade back into the green. Unfortunately, the market has other plans, and the price just keeps falling, pushing the account straight toward the point of no return. This timeline really shows you just how fast this all can happen. We went from a healthy 154% to a warning at 95%. But the trader holds on, and the price drops another 290 pips. And then, suddenly, the margin level just crashes through the floor and hits that final critical safety net, the 50% stop-out level. And this, right here, is the moment you lose all control. Once you hit that 50% level, the decision is no longer yours. Your broker's automated risk management system kicks in to protect you and them from potentially catastrophic losses. This is a stop-out, total panic mode. Your trading platform doesn't ask for your permission. It doesn't wait for you to click a button. It automatically closes your most unprofitable position at whatever the current market price happens to be. It's over. So what just happened in that split second? Let's break it down. First, your trade is force closed. Boom. The margin that was being used is immediately released back into your account. Then,
that huge floating loss gets locked in, and it becomes a permanent, realized loss. And finally, your account is now flat. You have no open positions. The bleeding has been stopped by force.
The trade is done. The emergency protocol did its job. Now it's time to step back and, well, soberly assess the damage to the account.
And the numbers, they're pretty stark. You started this whole journey with $10,000. After that one single trade was automatically stopped out, your final account balance is now just $3,100. Just to put that into perspective for you, in one single trade, in a relatively short period of time, you have lost 69% of your entire trading capital. As our source material from babypips.com points out, finding out your trade has been automatically liquidated can be a truly terrible shock. It feels awful, but it's a harsh and necessary mechanism that's designed to stop your account balance from hitting zero, or even worse, going into the negative. And this warning, while it's a little tongue-in-cheek, it captures the feeling perfectly. The whole experience can be absolutely gut-wrenching. But understanding why it happens is the single most important step you can take toward making sure it never, ever happens to you. So here's the crucial takeaway. The stop-out itself isn't the enemy. It's a brutal but essential safety feature designed to prevent a total wipeout. Understanding this whole process is step one. Step two is learning how to manage your risk so this never happens, using smaller position sizes, proper stop-loss orders, and never ever risking more than you can truly afford to lose. The real goal isn't just to survive a margin call, it's to never get that call in the first place.